Okay, guys, trying to get this new camera situated. Okay, I think that'll be okay, about like that. Okay, I ordered another camera and I'm still trying to get used to it, but I did see that you could hear me, and I guess I had to come on here tonight because I am so disappointed. I was on a site, Living with ALS. I don't know who owns that site, but they won't let me post on there anymore because I try to help people. I'm not pushing anything, people. The only thing I'm pushing, maybe I'm pushing God, because God has helped me. Everything I show you are things I have tried or done and have helped me, okay? And I wanted to talk a little bit about, how this has, taken the THC and the CBD gummies has really helped me. But what I have to say is, this thing's driving me nuts. Let me put it up here better. Okay, I'm on a computer. I don't think this one won't do like my old one. I'm going to set it over here. Okay, we'll see if that does it. You can see me from the side again. That's a little better. Let me just bear it looking down and turn it a little more. Anyway, I was watching one of my old videos on the THC and the CBD stuff to help people. And it's a cheap method, and it breaks my heart because some of these people are pushing people to go clear overseas, spend millions of dollars to get these cell things, and yes, they're helping them, but they die in 5 years anyway, okay? Like I said, Kathy Jordan from Florida, and I had looked all over the world, people, of anybody who has lived the longest, who has done the best, and I found that lady in Florida. And I have to say, my thought was to start on those gummies day one and see how long I could stay out of a wheelchair. I will be 10 years in September, and I'm still not in a wheelchair. Now, I have gotten my magnets and put in my shoes, and those North magnets are making me walk a little better because my walking has been a little worse, okay? But again, I'm almost 10 years and I'm still taking care of myself. My diaphragm, I think my ALS, what started the worst was my diaphragm when I got diagnosed. Because before they diagnosed me with ALS, they said I had sleep apnea. I've never snored, I've never had any problems. And now they're saying I have this horrible sleep apnea. And they put me on a CPAP and I got worse. I had apneas in the brain, I had apneas everywhere. Okay. And so, anyway, by then, they had called and said that I had the genes, okay. And I knew then that I had ALS. And so I told the guy when they went for the day study to see why I was getting worse on a CPAP. He says, no wonder. He says, we need to put you on a BiPAP. And they put me on the BiPAP, and I did great. And because it was a weak diaphragm, it never was sleep apnea, okay? And so I have went almost 10 years with this weak diaphragm. Now I will say, I think I've showed you guys these things. They're little things. They stick on your fingers. You stick them on there. They give you your oxygen in your heart. My heart rate's super low, everybody. My oxygen has been running a lot lower lately, okay? And that's why I went and bought the North Magnets, because I needed a boost to live a little longer, okay? And I have to say, these magnets have helped me. Like today, I don't know if you can see it, I've got the one wrapped around my thing. This is a pad that I got in Oatman. It has frequencies and North Magnets. And when I wear this, like I got up this morning, my oxygen was dropping in the 80s and low 90. And I thought, oh dear, it's going to be a magnet day. And I put this on. And now I've been staying more around 94, 95. Sometimes it goes up to 98. And it's doing better, okay? So it does help. The guy selling magnets told me it would. I suppose they'd make fun of him too, like they're making fun of me. But he had been in a wheelchair, and he's not in a wheelchair anymore, okay? And what I don't think people realize, and this was like, it was $200 or $300. It wasn't cheap, okay? But it wasn't 300,000, and it wasn't what some of you were paying for these astronomical meds that don't help anybody or let you live. Like when I got diagnosed, the only med they had would make me live for like a month or two longer, and it was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month. I didn't even make that, okay? So I went the poor man's way, and I'm still doing the poor man's way. And I'll be honest with all of you. I started out, I was doing 20 gummies a day. I went up to the 30 when I had the cancer. I stayed on that for probably 8 years. And this last year, I am now taking 40 mgs a month. But it took me 8 or 9 years to build up my system for that, okay? And I go buy these really these high dose gummies, and I cut them up in 6 pieces. Now there's 20 in this, but they're like $60 for one of these. But I cut each one in 6 pieces, and I take a little piece every 6 hours, and I'm taking 40 mgs, which is a lot. But being almost 9 going on 10 years, I need that for my diaphragm, for my heart, for my muscles, okay? And also what I have done is I listen to my body. That's the biggest thing I can tell everybody, is listen to your body. Your body will let you know if it likes or don't like something. And even on lifting, if I lift something and wow, I can lift this, and the next day my arm aches all day. I think I've told you guys, I cut my socks off, my compression socks, and I put that top part on my arm, and boom, my pain is gone. And then I don't have to wear it the next day or two. So ALS does like the pressure too. But I won't keep everybody a whole lot today, but I did leave the I left living with ALS site. I guess it breaks my heart where I've almost died 3 times, and I'm just here to help people like I was helped. And I try to help them. There was a guy with stage 4 cancer with 3 children. And I tried to post on that site and tell him that by taking the THC gummies and even prayer, that I cured my cancer. And they wouldn't let me tell him to try it. And it's like, it might have helped him. I'm not saying it does or it doesn't. And I'm not making a dime off of this stuff. It's like they'll let them post all this other crap that's going to cost people $1 million. But I try to post something like this and let that person decide if they want to try it or not, okay? You don't make a decision and that person dies and leaves 3 kids. I'm so frustrated. And I found out on these, and what's really helped me, used to help me over the years, were these Facebook sites where people really help people and stuff. They'd show what they bought them. I mean, I bought a thing to pick things up because I think I have a hernia, and if I bend over just right, it it causes a horrible pain, and I have to put this thing back on. It makes the pain go away. But you know, a lot of people probably be in the hospital some days, okay? But I take care of myself. I don't go into the hospital. I wear this stuff. I put on my NIV vent at night. And the only things I share are things I'm going through and what I have done myself with my body to share with them. Because that's what I like seeing is you people that have ALS and you share something that is helping you, okay? That helps all of us then. But don't have somebody just opening this, starting this site, and they're going to decide who gets what and what not, and what people with ALS aren't going to share and what they're going to share. I'm sorry, I left that site tonight. And I just, I told God, I said, I've tried and tried to help on that site, but it's time for me to leave that site. And everything I have done, everybody, has been God led for me. Okay? God even slowly got me in on these gummies. And marijuana is a plant, just like other plants in our world, okay? And these other things are things people are making out of things, and they're not even natural. But yet I'm pushing snake oil stuff. Give me a break. I mean, I've never smoked the stuff. I didn't think I'd ever take it, but you know what? It does have medical helps, and they don't want people to know it has medical helps because then the big pharmaceutical companies and all these people making millions wouldn't be making that kind of money, okay? I guess I just had to share this, and for those friends of mine on the living site, that's why I left the living site because I'm not allowed to post anymore on that site. And I thought I'll just make my monthly things on YouTube, and I hopefully I can still post on some of these other sites. But you know what? Things in our world are just getting crazy, I guess. And one of my goals that I tell God every night, if I can wake up tomorrow, if I can help even one person like Kathy Jordan helped me, it's worth me spending this time to do this for you guys, okay? I love you all, and my prayers go out to all of you. And I don't have all the answers on everything, but these are things that I have done, and I've tried to help people by sharing what I have done because what other people have done has helped me. Okay? Love you all, and good night.